Welcome back. We have a great show for you. We are joined by Carla Golden, who is the lead facilitator with Palmetto Plant Eaters Club. Welcome.
Hi, Carrie. Good to be here.
Good to have you here. Now, it's a new year, and many people turn to improving their nutrition. Do you recommend that people go on a diet for their New Year's resolution to achieve their goals?
I think a diet maybe is the first step, but really for permanent, lasting change, lifestyle change is required. So rather than eating a certain way and then the diet being the exception, I would rather see people eat fantastically with splurges being the exception. So for lasting permanent change, a lifestyle change really is in order. A diet is not going to cut it.
Oh, that's a really great way to look at it. It's kind of a lifestyle change. And speaking of changes, there are some coming in the healthcare insurance arena. And what would be the best way to coast through some of these changes?
Well, I think the best way to navigate these market changes is to just not need it quite so much. There have been so many people who have adopted a plant-based diet who, with the supervision of their doctors, have been able to get off a lot of their medications and reverse these chronic diseases. And then they don't need to go to the doctor as much. They don't need to rely on their insurance as much. They don't need to go to the pharmacy as much. So they save time and they save money. And it's all by people taking control of their own health.
You know, that old adage, you are what you eat, is really true. So why is the plant-based or vegan lifestyle, why do you think it's a growing movement?
Because a lot of people are discovering that they feel so much better and they're able to reverse their heart disease, they're able to reverse their diabetes. Many are able to survive and beat many different kinds of cancers, able to keep their weight in check, and even reverse many autoimmune disorders. And so once the word spreads from person to person, it's really a grassroots movement. People try it out and it works for them and they get excited, they feel great, and then they tell their family and their friends and their co-workers, and that's how it changes from the bottom up, and it's growing.
Yeah, indeed. And a lot of times there are physical changes that people notice and want to do what the other person's doing. So is the plant-based vegan lifestyle, is it medically proven to improve health?
Absolutely. It is actually the only diet, a whole food plant-based diet is the only diet that has ever been medically, scientifically proven to prevent and reverse heart disease. And heart disease kills 600,000 Americans every single year. So if you have a heart and you want to keep it healthy, I would recommend looking into a whole food plant-based diet.
Now, given how effective it is, why would you say more doctors and hospitals aren't promoting it as much?
Because a lot of doctors who are in practice are not taught nutrition in medical school to no fault of their own. And so this is sort of a new wave. The new doctors are starting to learn. But consumers and patients, they're really having to teach themselves at this point for their education and their grand changes that could save their life and improve their health.
So someone who's looking into it or interested, what would you say the best way is to learn about it?
Well, you can get online. You can go to palmettoplanteaters.com. We have a lot of information there. We do monthly meetings, but there's also just so many links there available to anywhere. To anyone, anywhere in the nation or in the world, but locally you can meet up with us and learn with us.
Wonderful. I mean, there's so much to learn. There are great recipes, so this is kind of an exciting thing. Carla, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Carrie.